I'm listening to those taps, if you notice. So it's 1, 2, 3. And you want those taps to be in time with each other, right? You don't want to kind of go too early, because that's when we start to trip. What's cracking, Jump Nation family? It's your boy here, Rushy S, aka the Jump Rope Coach. Welcome back to the home of jump rope fitness and lifestyle people. Today I'm going to be teaching you the beginner 360, right? This is the most basic form of a 360 jump. Now this move is absolute epicness, guys. Remember, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and check our links down below. My website will get you geared up for the year, right? Keep you in the best shape of your life. Today I'm using the Money Rope Performance, my favorite rope of our line, but we got tons of different ropes and mats and cool apparel. If you use the code right now, SPRING20, I've got 20% off everything, right? And that's limited time only. Okay, so how does this move kind of work and look in real time, real speed? So I will tend to go side swing, turn, then you get a little backward jump in there, and that kind of makes up this 360. And there's loads of ways you can do this, guys. If I don't keep hitting my Crocs today, there's loads of ways you guys can do this, but the most basic form, and I'm gonna break this down real well, okay, is you wanna make sure that you can, first of all, do a side swing. So this is a beginner tutorial for the 360, but I expect you guys and hope you guys can learn or do the side swing. Now, I've got loads of tutorials again on this movement, but you just wanna feel confident and comfortable on your side swings, okay? Because that's how we're gonna start this move. As you get better over time, you can start to not need side swings and you can just go straight into the move without needing to do the side swing. But today, I like to show it to you because I think this is the best way to learn for a beginner. So 2 ways you guys can do this. You can either move to your right as you do this 360, or you can move to your left. So think of it as clockwise, anti-clockwise. I'm dominant with my left side, so naturally what tends to happen is I like to move clockwise. My chest likes to move to the right first. Now a lot of people that I've trained before are usually right hand dominant, so they tend to kind of move anti-clockwise. So I'm going to show you my preferred side, but you guys just need to reverse this, okay? It all makes sense. So what we do is we're going to go, for me anyway, we're going to go to my dominant side first with a side swing, which is to the left. Then as we move to the right now, people, the important part for me is I keep my dominant hand on top. So again, if you guys are dominant hand right side, just remember you're gonna go right, then left, and then you keep this right hand on top. Always keep the dominant hand on top as you're turning. And what this does is, as you come to now this bit here, you're gonna make sure that you guys focus now on both hands to set yourself up for this backward jump. Now this backward jump is probably the thing that's going to keep this looking real smooth, right? Because what you need to try and do now is delay this jump. A lot of people, what they do is, as they come to doing it, they jump a little bit too early. And what you need to do and what you need to feel is the rope coming real close to the floor or coming real close to your heels before you jump. So the feeling that I have is I'm listening to those taps, if you notice. So it's 1, 2, 3. And you want those taps to be in time with each other, right? You don't want to kind of go too early because that's when we start to trip. It's 1, 2, wait for it, and then just a little jump, okay? I'm feeling my wrists, okay? I'm going to come to the camera, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you sort of my back to my camera. As I'm doing this backward jump, as I'm turning, I'm feeling a flick on my wrist, and I'm feeling really nice, loose grips right at the bottom of the handles. So as I'm turning, as this rope's coming around me, it's a little flick, all right? Not a big hand motion like this to do a backward jump. It's just a tiny, like I said, my left hand's on top here, tiny flick, little flick like that. Feel like your thumbs are moving back towards your body. So as you do that little flick, that's what gives us a really nice whipping motion, and it keeps the backward jump nice and quick. And that's what we need. We need a bit of speed with the backward jump to keep the whole thing looking real nice and kind of smooth. Now, the second part of the move to finish off is you want to keep feeling, after you've done the backward jump, guys, you want to start feeling like your chest is going to now move back to the front. And what happens is the hands follow the chest to create the next loop. So it's pretty much a 360 with a backward jump and then another jump, which is going to complete the 360. That's how you got to kind of see it. And what I mean by the hands is what's really important is once you've done this backward jump, so let's pretend I'm basically done my backward jump here. So I've done my backward jump. You want to feel like these hands, they follow your chest around, right? They just literally, once you do the jump here, both right and left hands, they stay with the body as you turn. It all just feels like one piece and it's connected. And why that's important is because it creates a really nice loop to just jump through as you come around. If you start to kind of lose this connection, which I'll show you now, if you start to lose this connection, the rope gets wider, it gets shorter, and you're basically on a trip, right? So that's why you want to feel connected as you turn and then create that forward loop. So I want you to try and practice this slowly just to understand where this forward loop and how this forward loop gets created. And what's really important is when you get this backward jump done, you follow it, I want you to physically watch the rope as it comes to the front. So watching, then we jump, because ultimately this is hand-eye coordination, and what your eyes see will translate and relay to your body, and then your legs can jump so that you can now figure it out in real time. And what I'm feeling with my wrists just finally kind of finishing this is as I'm coming to the front or coming forward again, just a little push again down to the floor with the thumbs. So where we talked about the backward jump being thumbs flicking up, coming up towards our body, when we go forward, feel it pushing down on the floor. And this will give us, again, a little bit of push, a little bit of speed to then make sure the rope has enough momentum to basically keep it looking sharp, right? So give that one a try, guys. You can even do it with a basic bounce. You don't have to sort of get too fancy with the footwork. I like to tend to sort of go boxer step, and then as I'm doing my side swings, my feet just adjust, and then I feel this chest rotating, and that's really important. You gotta always keep feeling like the chest rotates to make it look nice and smooth, and try and stay in the same position. That always helps keep everything looking nice and slick. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. A little bit out of breath, and I'm still nursing this annoying heel injury. So nothing too intense going on for me right now, but I want to keep these videos coming out. I want to keep them flowing. I want to keep you guys flying, boss. And I just want to say again, thank you for everyone who supports this channel, comments, likes this video, and cops our merch. You guys mean everything to me, and I appreciate you. So until next time, I'll see you in the next video. So take care of yourself, skip the treadmill, stay safe. Peace.
Was the knight in shining armor in your movie? Would put your lips on mine and love the aftertaste now.